You sound a bit sick. Is that all right?
Yeah, well, I'm all right with it. Are you okay with it?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine, just as long as you can still talk, and welcome to the Orange Peripheral, episode 19.
Episode 19. This is going to be the boring one, because we got 2 episodes planned for you at the end of 2015 here. First one's going to be just, this episode is going to be just a wrap-up of, what December 2015 brought us, and then the next episode is going to be the top and bottom 5 of 2015, which is always fun to us, because, I don't know about you, I've had my list ready since, like, July.
That's hilarious, because, like, the latter half of 2015, everything came out, and it was all, like, simultaneously good. I don't know how this year pulled it off, but this was a really good year for games. Do you agree? It's better than last year.
No,
No, it was way better than last year. There was actually more than 5 games worth playing.
Okay, how about this? The good got better, the bad got worse. 2016 looks to be a lot better. If only because the good will only get better. But the bad will only continue to get worse, because there is a lot of bad things this year. A lot of bad things. Jesus Christ.
I've just been looking through a list right now, and there's a lot of stuff I haven't played, but a lot of this stuff I can just see, like, write it off. It's the same thing as the last game. There were also a lot of sequels this year. Remasters of games that are barely 2 years old.
A sequel to a sequel?
Sequel to... Oh, jeez. Oh, my God.
Which is actually a midquel?
Yeah, so... Not only was 2015 better than 2014, in my personal opinion, it also had the weirdest variety of games to come out that were... They, like, ran the gambit of good and bad.
No kidding. This was definitely a place for new creative ideas to shine, because the boring derivative muck is where a lot of all the bad stuff happened this year. So the good stuff only is made better, and the bad stuff is only made worse. How's that sound?
Yeah, and something I want to run by you, because this is how I picture 2015. You know how most years it's like really slow in the beginning and then it kind of shoots up around the holidays and then it steadily goes back down? Well, I think this one has kind of been like a simple line going straight across with very minuscule dips throughout the year, and then a very high crescendo that has barely slanted leading into 2016. I'm not kidding. There were so many games that kind of tipped the envelope.
I do agree. There was like the occasional spike, the occasional dip in like the beginning half, but then there was like, for the most part, it is a straight line. I would alter that though. I would say it's been a slight downward curve. Just a very slight downward curve. That's the way I see it.
I can see that.
But it does spike up at the end though, like you said. A lot of good things happened in the last couple of months. A lot of really good games came out.
So, before we hit on more games, do you want to talk about what actually happened in December? I thought this was going to be, like, when I was thinking, you know what, not a lot happened in December. Actually, a lot of stuff did happen in December. It was just all under the name of Sony.
Mm-hmm.
So, you looked into this more than I did, the PlayStation Experience.
Well, by that, I only have, like, Final Fantasy... I only have Final Fantasy VII Remake, thoughts, knee-jerk reactions... That sort of thing. You want to talk about that first, because that's the big buzz right now?
Let me touch on a couple other things. I have a list here of everything that was shown at PlayStation Experience, and we'll just...
See, I have notes. You have a list. This isn't going to work.
No. This'll work, because I can make a list based off notes. All right, let's see. All right. Or notes based off a list. However that goes. Anyway, this is only the second PlayStation Experience to happen, and compared to last year, they barely showed anything, but what they showed was actually a good showing, at least in my honest opinion. Okay, as soon as I say something, it goes off the deep end, but Destiny, Ace Combat 7, Ni no Kuni 2, which is kind of surprising to me.
That surprised the fuck out of me. Yeah, that surprised the fuck out of me. I didn't even know they were going to make a sequel. I'm happy for them. I'll probably buy it, but sure. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Yeah, I liked the first one.
First one was alright. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, make a better ending to the second one, maybe. That'd be nice.
Yeah. No, I'm all for it. That was like the best RPG of its year, I think. I can't
Yeah.
remember if there was any big competition that year.
I don't think there was.
Let's see. Street Fighter. Yeah, it's a Street Fighter game. Double Fine made a killing. Day of the Tentacle, Full Throttle, both remastered, and then Psychonauts 2.
Some people think that they're hogging for money because they're not. They've had a shady record when it comes to the crowdfunding stuff, I guess. But the way I see it, as long as he makes good games, there's no problem. I don't care that Broken Age came out in 2 parts and they had to get more money to make the second part. I played it. It's pretty good. I like it. It's fun. It brought me back to life after I really lost hope with all video games after Metal Gear Online 3 came out. Yeah, you snicker, but it's fucking serious. I was like, maybe I should stop fucking playing games. And then I got Broken Age free from PlayStation Plus. And I was like, you know what? Maybe it's still worth it after all.
Yeah,
so,
Go ahead.
I'm happy for Psychonauts 2. I'm happy that Tim Schafer's making good games, but maybe don't be a dick about all the money you get. Maybe, yeah. I don't know.
That's what I was saying. Learn from your past mistakes. Because your first round at Kickstarter, funded immediately, but you used the funds terribly. So just learn from your mistakes, and we'll have a winner here. Let's see. Battleborn from Gearbox. Woo!
Battleborn. Oh god, that sounds like the most generic fucking game title ever.
It kind of is. Let's see.
Ugh.
To be published by 2K Games, Battleborn will be the first intellectual property created by Gearbox since Borderlands. It's labeled as a hero shooter, multiplayer online, first-person multiplayer battle arenas. First person. It's done by Unreal Engine 3.
3?
That's what it says.
3?
Yeah, it says Unreal Engine 3.
That better be a typo, otherwise you're gonna have some very disappointed PC nerds.
Why isn't this on Unreal Engine 4? Come on, Gearbox.
No, that's what I'm asking. Why isn't this on Unreal Engine 4? It's not like it costs anything to use!
I don't know. Maybe to... You know what? I can't think of a legitimate reason.
Makes no sense. No sense at all.
No, it doesn't. Neo? Is that the sequel to Nier?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Okay, well, there's not much out for it, so I'm gonna have to wait on that.
Platinum Games is working on it, that's all I know about it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that means I'll give a shit about it.
You probably won't.
Do I gotta play the first game to get the second game?
I have no idea. I haven't even played the first one. I just know it had a hermaphrodite, and people loved it.
Is that all you know about games, if they have hermaphrodites or not?
If so, my range of games is very, very small. I didn't look too deeply into it, if that tells you anything.
Can't wait to see your top 5.
Yeah, me too. 100 Feet Robot Golf.
Fuck?
I don't know. It's a PS4 game, though. Might have to look into that later. Title's got me interested, but it's golf, so I might not look at it too long.
It might just be a goofy golf game with goofy physics attached to it, but, you know, fun for 10 minutes, and the joke gets old, and it's just another boring golf game.
So the GOAT simulator of golf games.
Ding, 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 maybe.
Job simulator.
Speaking of which. Job simulator. Try getting a real one.
Ouch, you just burned the internet. Get a job, nerd.
People on the internet have jobs. We have jobs.
I know. Well, I mean, this doesn't apply to us, because we're the ones that have them.
Well, I'm not going to fucking buy it then.
See, you know what having a job is like. You don't need a simulator.
No way.
Especially on the PlayStation 4.
Why would I want to come home from my job to do my job on my home console?
I wonder if it's going to, like, cycle through different jobs, like minimum wage jobs, like press X to start a strike for higher wages.
You do different tasks, but gameplay-wise, it's all the same thing.
All right, then, skip it.
I bet.
It probably is. I'm I don't think I'll look into it anymore, but if anybody ends up getting Job Simulator, please let me know it's just that. Just cycling through a bunch of different jobs.
Then again, you have Fantasy Life, right? For 3DS. If you want to know about the magic of jobs.
Oh, I actually don't have that one. Out of all the games I have, I don't have that one.
The best part is you can take the jobs with you to your job, so you can job while you job.
Perfect!
There you go. See, you don't need to buy Job Simulator. Stop buying games that have simulator at the end of them. Another thing fucking wrong with 2015. Shit!
Come on, Steam. Pay attention. You know how many simulators are in there, and you know how many people are buying them just based on the name, not knowing they're crap?
It's not funny anymore! It's not!
It's just like saying
It's
Half-Life
not
3 is still
anymore.
funny.
It's not funny anymore. Stop making the same jokes from 2011.
Has it really been that long?
Probably longer, I don't know. You see why I'm cynical this year? There's a lot of bad things, and it's just that much worse.
Maybe I've just had blinders on the entire year, because you saw it as kind of like it's kind of like a post-apocalyptic backdrop, and you're wondering what happened to the world, and I'm just giggling in bliss.
Well, whatever blinders you have, give them to me, because I want them for next year.
No, I don't think you'll like the blinders I have.
Yeah, probably not.
So whatever you did end up getting your hands on that made it into your top 5, I think you're good with that.
Yeah, I think I'll be okay. Because the top 5 are really, really good. I did have to cut a few titles out from the top 5, so... Like I said, I have 7 honorable mentions for the best and the worst of 2015, so it's definitely a mixed year.
Good lord.
I don't know how many times I gotta keep harping that point, but it's true.
We will definitely get to that, but let me just speed through the rest of what was at PlayStation Experience, because you've got stuff like Rez Infinite. Is that just a remake of Rez?
I don't know if it's a remake or a sequel. I think it's a sequel, but still, cool.
Yakuza 0 and Yakuza 5.
I'm still playing through Yakuza 4 because that's a huge game, and I don't turn on my PS3 that much anymore these days. But I love Yakuza 4, and I'll probably get Yakuza 5, and it's probably stand to reason that I'll get Yakuza 0 as well.
Here's something really weird. I don't know why Sega's doing this, but Yakuza 0 and 5 are releasing on PS3. Yakuza 5 is a PS3 exclusive.
Well, yeah, because it was released 2 years ago?
Oh, that's right. They're basically porting it over for the English crowd, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay, then.
It's like people like Yakuza 4, but they didn't buy it as much, or Dead Souls, so they figured, well, we'll keep Yakuza 5 over here, but people really wanted it, so it's like, well, okay, we'll localize it then. So they did.
Awesome, thanks, Sega.
Because they wanted to rebuild trust with their customers, because Sega has been doing questionable things lately. Especially with the Sonic license, clearly.
Oh yeah, if what their presidents say is true, and Sega is legitimately sorry for the crap they've thrown at Sonic fans these past couple of years,
they need to be sorrier.
I actually want to see it. Like, if they are true to their word, and they come out with a brilliant Sonic game next time, I will believe every word they say from then on.
So pretty much, put your money where your mouth is.
Oh yeah? They don't want another Sonic boom, neither does the world.
Put your hedgehog where your good game-making thing goes. Yeah.
Put your rings where your brain's at.
Bam! Right there.
Hashtag it. Rings where brain is.
I think there was one more game on PlayStation Experience, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was a few. Sony has MLB, Ratchet and Clank, Uncharted, Zombie Taxi Game, and something from Ubisoft that probably has to do with the Assassin's Creed license called Eagle Flight.
I have no faith in Ubisoft anymore as a developer. They're good artists, but not when it comes to writing stories or making games or doing anything right.
I mean, if they stop with the annualized sequels, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
And then Square Enix with the Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yeah.
You had notes, go for it.
Oh, you don't have anything?
Well, I've never played the original, so to me, this looks fine.
Okay, well, I have played the original. I never beat the original, but I know how the game goes and how it works. And when I first played it, I didn't like it too much. It didn't really appeal to me, but I think my opinion on it has warmed over time. I look back to it more as, oh, maybe it wasn't as bad as it, is now, Because have you looked at many of these Final Fantasy games lately? They really suck. Like, a lot. A fucking lot. And have you looked at Square Enix's business decisions lately? They've been just as shitty. Holy shit. And I can tell that the Final Fantasy VII Remake was just going to get worse the more we knew about it, because then they said, well, we're going to reimagine some things. Like, okay, we're probably going to cut out key scenes, and then they dropped this new trailer, and I'm looking through all the cinematic cutscenes and pre-rendered gameplay, and I'm looking for, okay, where's the actual gameplay? When do we get to see the characters move in the world? And when I finally see it, where is it? In a fucking hallway. Another goddamn hallway. Just like Final Fantasy 13. And then I see the boring, stupid, dumb Final Fantasy 12 combat bullshit because they have no idea how to do combat anymore. It's just remake Final Fantasy 7 for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. That hard?
Well, apparently it is, because they can't stick with a formula that they think turn-based combat's dead. Which I have no idea why they would say that.
Where the fuck did they get that idea?
I don't know. Just all of a sudden, turn-based combat is bad, and so is survival horror, which is another thing I had no idea that happened. I must have fell asleep for 5 years when people suddenly decided that survival horror was dead.
What coked-out focus group thought that was a good idea?
Maybe they're in the wrong like focus group, like the focus testing group. Like they're getting a controlled group that just says, okay, all they like is constant action. They don't need patience. They just need to fight now, which is where active time battles just went away. But then they brought Bravely Default out, which was exactly what they used to do, and people ate it up. So I have no idea where they thought active time battles just didn't belong in gaming anymore.
Small tangent. I've been trying to pick up Bravely Default again. And, oh god, I can't play it anymore. I'm just so annoyed at it.
You get annoyed at games more than anybody else I know.
Oh god.
What's wrong with it now?
The writing is so fucking bad. Holy fuck. I am literally falling asleep going from place to place. I am having no fun at all. None. Ugh. Is there something wrong with me?
I think so. I think you might have too much of a refined palate to enjoy games nowadays.
I'm playing the new Tales game on PS4, and it's alright. It's okay.
For now, until you get farther, and then you'll be complaining about that a month down the line, I bet you anything.
If I beat it, it's okay.
If I can't get through it, forget it.
I'm having a hard time beating RPGs lately, because they really can't hold my attention, because they can't hold any momentum, because it's just filled with so much padding. So much empty, dead space where you're just wandering around doing nothing, and then the characters say, oh, let's go to this place now, and then you go back to that place, and then they say, oh, we should go back to the place that we were at, and they go back to that place, and it's like, alright, let's go back so we can get the key to get back to this place so we can go inside. And then once we go through there, we'll go back to the other place. Just...
Here's an idea.
This is a story?
No. Here's an idea. I think I know what's wrong.
What's wrong?
So, just imagine you were making your own RPG.
I have.
And yes, I know you have. But just consider going back and seeing what they did right in the old games versus what they do wrong in the new ones. I think one of the main factors, and you actually brought it up just now, the fact that there's so much padding, I think developers nowadays think RPGs need to be huge, expansively long, like huge fields where you can run everywhere, but that just takes up the player's time and you can't get to the good stuff fast enough.
Well, there's immersing the player, like, the action RPGs of today, like Skyrim and Witcher 3 and Fallout and all that stuff. They have big, expansive worlds, so it's like I'm actually exploring. That's not wasting time. I'm exploring and finding new stuff. When I'm at the fucking overworld map in fucking Bravely Default and games like that, I'm just walking across, walking one place to another, walking from one blip on the map to the next blip on the map, whatever's in between doesn't matter because I have to stop every now and again to fight a fucking monster.
So do you think maybe games could, especially RPGs, do you think they could benefit from something called the cutting room floor when it comes to, getting to the effing story?
Well, I don't know, because when it comes to, Ni no Kuni, the first one, I guess, I had a great time with that one. I had fun exploring the world map because there was stuff to do. It was dynamic. It was layered. But yeah, I think they should cut some out, or rather just put more interesting stuff in. Instead of making a 40-hour game out of 20 hours of content. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So just cut it down to what it actually feels like. So, for some reason, my mind's immediately going to Chrono Trigger because stuff was always happening in that game, and you had to backtrack between the different times. But maximum playtime for like 100% is like 20 hours. That's it, and that's just when you know what to do. So you're still getting your playtime's worth. But there's also multiple endings. You can fight the final boss whenever you want, which is still like one of the greatest ideas I've ever seen in an RPG.
You're also immersed in the world as well, because there's countries to explore. You get a feel for how the world is developed. You get to see the people in action. You get to experience all these different timelines as well. You get a great deep feeling for the lore, which you just don't get in Square Enix RPGs anymore. So that's why I'm very cynical about the new Final Fantasy VII, because it's not going to be anywhere near as good as many other RPGs of its time.
Now, if this is a big what if for Final Fantasy VII?
Sure.
What if they took the biggest points of 7, the stuff that made it memorable in people's minds, they kept all that in, and the only thing you had to worry about was just the hallways, maybe some random battles in between the hallways, but that was just to get from one scene to the next. It wasn't an integral part. So they just made the hallway segments, and then you get all the good stuff at the end of that hallway, which wouldn't take time at all. It's like a transition.
Well, there's this between hallway and transition. Final Fantasy XIII was literally nothing but hallway after hallway after hallway, and, there wasn't really a lot of good stuff at the end of most of those hallways. It was really most of the fucking game. But if you have those hallways that transition from one scene to another, or to have a cooldown, maybe have some things in between of the padding before you get to the next big moment, then you might have something. So, I know it's not going to be a frame-by-frame remake of Final Fantasy VII, because that would be fucking unprecedented. But, yeah. But, I feel that if they work it and make it actually, fun to play, we might have something then.
Right, and I don't mind changes to the combat. I still wish they would have kept the active time battles, but this one looks fast enough to where battles won't take as long. So, to me, it's kind of give and take. And since I've never played the original, I'm not really missing out on anything.
Well, that's a damn shame, because, if they did go back to the old active time battle scenes and all that, I think it would have been really, really neat to see with all the shiny PS4 HD graphics on it and everything. But in that old school kind of setup, I think that would be just super fucking neat. But that would have been a good idea. I bet that would have calmed a lot of the hate that this game is garnering right now. Well, not hate. Excitement? Hate? I don't know. People are just so excited it's happening that people don't know what to think.
Yeah, I would agree with you there. Because the masses are just like, finally, we're getting this remake. Hey, what's with all these changes? Well, I don't care. It's coming out on PlayStation 4. But here's another thing.
They ruined it! Did they ruin it? I don't know if they ruined it or not. It feels ruined, but it's not ruined, is it? It can't be ruined.
No, that's seriously what they're doing. They're just running around like idiots trying to figure out whether they like this thing or not. Because they're showing off all the new stuff that they wanted, or at least they thought they wanted, like the shiny new PS4 graphics. But then they're coming back and be like, where's this one scene where we rode on a chocobo? Come on, show it to me, Square Enix. So maybe eventually when we see more, I don't know.
Are they going to do the snowboarding? Are they going to do the chocobo racing? Are they going to do this? Are they going to do that? But it's probably all going to be fucking DLC, I betcha.
Now, here's something I actually wanted to bring up, and it might actually go into what you just said.
And I did have a thought about that too, so let's see if we just clicked on something.
Episodic.
Yeah, it is episodic, but I'm thinking maybe that's not so much a devious business tactic. Maybe that's a way so you can get it out faster, so that way you're not waiting for 4 years for a complete product, when we can give you a complete but shorter installment in like 8-month spans or whatever.
Right, so here's what I was thinking, and this goes with the mini games and everything that everybody wants to come back. Shiny, brand new PS4, updated for the new generation. What if each of these episodes had big old chunks of story, which they should anyway, and they also included a lot of the stuff from the old games around the same time where it would show up in the old game. So instead of selling the minigames or whatever as DLC, you just put it in that one episode. So if you want to get that particular scene, you get that episode, and eventually you can get the complete package and play it all at once.
Unlock certain maps, unlock certain things within the maps from previous episodes. When you go back, there's new stuff. Maybe have it carry over a bit more, have a lot more of a connectivity from console to console. But, how many episodes do you do?
How many discs was the original Final Fantasy VII?
3.
And with this being as big of a game as it was back then, I would say at the very least, 6 episodes.
I think a hard limit would be 12.
Well, if you're going that far, that's a tad excessive. I mean, I know there's a lot of game to spread out.
Yeah, that's a tad excessive, but I think 12 would be the absolute max that you could go. If you go any more than that, it's going to be like, okay, let's just condense it a bit more.
Can we get to the end of the game, please?
But then I fear that this is going to be a sleek and clever way to get people to buy it for fucking $99 instead of the usual $60, because all episodes will add up to $100.
I don't know.
And then that will make so much money, and then that will become the norm.
Well, think about the other episodic games. Now, I actually just realized this, but Resident Evil Revelations 2 was 4 episodes. Correct me if I'm wrong there.
No, yes, you're right.
It was a $40 budget game, so that's $10 per episode. Makes perfect sense.
It's about $8 online now, but yeah.
Oh, well, when it first came out, let's say that. But with Final Fantasy VII and with our pricing system just nowadays, I don't think... I mean, if they want to keep in good graces, I don't think they should go over the $60 price that everybody thinks we should have.
Well, the other thing about Resi Revi 2, it's a little thing I like to call it, that was budget priced and budget developed, because when you play it, sure, it works fine, it runs pretty well, but it just feels cheap in a lot of the animations and how everything moves and, certain things. It's cheaply developed. This game better fucking not be cheaply developed, otherwise you're gonna have people fucking roaring.
Yeah, and that's where I think Square Enix is going to do well, because they're using the episodic route. Because this way they can essentially take their time and make each episode good. This way they know the next episode will sell. That way they have that financial resource to keep making the episodes at the same quality that we expect nowadays.
Well, I guess the long and short of it is that it's very easy for Square Enix to do this right, but it's even easier for them to fuck it up.
I would 100% agree with you there. This can be absolute trash.
This could be Final Fantasy VII All the Bravest. You know what I'm fucking saying?
Oh, God, don't you dare say those words.
You know what I'm fucking saying? It could be that. I'm not saying it's gonna be like that, but I wouldn't put it past those motherfuckers to charge us for every fucking dime we have to get our precious Final Fantasy VII, so we could fund their film studio or whatever.
I don't know. I still think if they're gonna go the smart route, in a perfect world, just for example, in a perfect world where Square Enix knows how to do business properly, they're gonna release Final Fantasy VII, 7 episodes, $10 each. $60 if you buy it on disc. That way it'll sell either way. And maybe let's just say if you buy the first 6 episodes, you get the last one free. So there you go. There's your $60. That's if they were good at business. And let's say Final Fantasy VII is awesome. It's great. It lives up to the old one. I seriously doubt it, but it has the quality that's accepted in this day and age.
It's good.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good. Shut the fuck up. It's good. It's not going to be as good as the first one, but it's good. Okay? We know. We get it.
And now I must wonder, just everybody's been clamoring for this and we're finally getting it. What happens afterwards? Like, do I want to think that far into
Fantasy VII 2.
Oh no. Well, we could go back in time
Fantasy
and do Crisis Core
7,
HD.
Final Fantasy VII 3. Final Fantasy VII 7.
See you in 2053. Finally, a brand new Final Fantasy!
How can Cloud still hold that Buster sword?
Isn't he like 100?
His arm should snap off any minute now.
Grandpa, get off my game console. Huh?
Hey, who bought you the fucking console for Christmas? That's right, I did, so shove over, brat.
You know, I can actually see you being that type of grandpa, but you'd still be like the fun one.
Yeah, the fun one, because I kick your ass in Mortal Kombat 11E5.
Hell yeah. You know all the combos. You know the fatalities without having to buy them.
Yeah, but my kid already bought like 28 of them, so hey, I might as well I'm going to use all of them on him because he sucks at the game. You're going to learn the combos, you're going to do it right. Just a site called Game Facts, alright?
You microtransaction using loser, you pansy.
That's all you've been your whole life, just one big microtransaction after another.
And also your dad's a failure.
That's DLC I'm never uninstalling again.
So, your son's adopted? He's DLC for humans?
Ew. Yeah, when EA takes over the world, sure.
I doubt EA has the smarts to take over the world.
Nah.
They'd charge you too much for it.
You want to touch on Smash real quick? Because this is also the last Nintendo Direct dedicated to Smash.
I agree. And then there's a couple more things that happened in December, but yeah, this was big. And allow me to correct something I said in the last podcast. I legitimately thought there were going to be multiple winners in that poll. No.
Nope, just one.
Just one.
I was surprised at who it was, but I was pleasantly surprised. It's like,
right.
Oh, Mao, okay.
Yeah, Sakurai shut me up forever. I could have sworn Bayonetta was way too adult. And then I realized that, characters in Smash can be toned down.
Yeah, Snake was toned down for Brawl, because he used to have all those guns and stuff, and they cut that for use of explosives.
Right, and this is where a lot of people got really mad at me for not including Bayonetta in one of my lists. And I said she was too adult. And the game she was in, she was too sexually explicit for a fighting game made for kids. And people were saying, well, Snake was in it. And I was like, Snake isn't stripping every time he uses a main attack. He's using explosives.
Whatever. I bet there's like 15-year-olds playing Smash drawing porn of Mario and Wario or something, okay?
You've been looking at my collection?
I have, and I'm very ashamed.
Well, it's no different than any other day.
Yeah. I burned them for you, so...
Oh, thank you.
You can thank me later.
Cool. Did you save the ashes for me to snuff later so that my fan art never goes away?
Oh, no, I burned the ashes.
Damn it. You never let me have any fun.
Nah, no. Not this kind of fun, no way.
You save that for yourself.
There's no fun to be had here.
What do you think of Corrin?
I'm super fucking excited for Fire Emblem, man. Like, I cannot contain myself. I'm excited because I've been looking up details about the game, not like plot details, but like what it is. It's like you got one side where you stay with your hometown, and one side you go with your home family, and then the one where you don't even bother, and that's the true ending. And I'm just like, oh my god, I'm loving it.
Looks to be another fantastic RPG.
Oh, I'm excited because I loved Awakening. If I could marry and have sex with Awakening, I probably still wouldn't, but still, that'd be a thing. It's a really good game.
I really need to finish Awakening, but yeah, the inclusion of Corrin was a bit of a hype machine tactic.
Do we fucking need another Fire Emblem character in the Smash roster?
No, we don't, and that's kind of the reason I was disappointed, but I knew why they did it. And I think even Sakurai said, yeah, I really didn't want another Fire Emblem character, but yeah, company says go.
Well, it's just going to be another Robin clone, but whatever. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll pick up Corrin if Fire Emblem Fates changes my life.
You don't want a complete roster anyway?
I I might pick it up anyway, because I said I wouldn't pick up Cloud, and I already kind of fucking did.
I still have to get Cloud. I completely forgot the day he was released, and then I just haven't gotten to it, and I want to see how he plays. See, that's the funny thing about Smash. Like, all these DLC characters I never thought I'd play, actually get to playing them, and they are absolutely amazing to play. Like, I never thought I'd be interested in Ryu as a fighter, but lo and behold.
Yeah, I'm fucking great as Ryu.
Well, then bring it on, son.
Yeah,
I'll get good at Cloud just to piss you off.
I'll kick Cloud's ass. Which is... That's the real reason why I got it.
There we go.
That's the real reason.
Retribution. This is for Final Fantasy VII Remake, Square Enix.
More like, this is for Advent Children.
In a stupid way, I thought Advent Children was okay. It was a lot better than the other movie.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Okay, here's for Kingdom Hearts. How's that?
Yeah, all right. We can beat up on Kingdom Hearts.
Die, you bastard.
I love that stupid series to death. But it is just, like, I can see, every time somebody brings up a fault about Kingdom Hearts, I'm like, you are absolutely right. I am not going to argue with you. I still like it. I'm sorry.
Here's another fault for you. Kingdom Hearts 3 is the 11th game in the series.
You are absolutely right. I cannot back down on that. I still like the series.
It's like, seriously, dude? I cannot see how.
Gameplay's addictive, dude.
Like, I'm not gonna, like, kink shame you on your RPGs or anything, because I know you can get me on, like, 7 other instances, but still.
No, I think the main thing with Kingdom Hearts, and I'm not kidding, one of the main reasons I picked up the series back when it was new is because I grew up on Disney, and I wanted to see how they can mix that into a game about fighting these monsters. Like, I barely knew anything, but I saw, like, Mickey Mouse on there, I saw Donald Duck, I was like, sweet, Disney! I want to play that! And then it just kind of stuck. And the gameplay was really addicting too, and that's probably what kept me coming back for the sequel, is I wanted to see what they were going to do with the Disney stuff, and they made the gameplay fast and fun. And you can see how that kind of evolved into other Square Enix games, but at that point, it was new and it was awesome. So I really liked it.
Exact opposite for me. I got it thinking that, hey, this could be fun, because I wanted to see how Square and Disney managed to mix together. And I played it, wondering if it was going to be a good game. Nope, it wasn't. It wasn't. I didn't like it. The writing was too cheesy for me. I mean, I love cheese, but that was like melted cheese upon cheese, fried in cheese oil, and then topped with cheese with Parmesan on the side. That was
I 100% agree with you. I cannot back down on that.
And then I got Kingdom Hearts 2. I figured it couldn't be any worse. It was! It was! Holy crap. Bad game. The fuck is with that beginning shit? With the Roxas and the stupid fucking... Oh my god, what is happening?
Yeah, I can't defend that one either. Probably the best part of 2, of that beginning segment in 2, is literally minutes before you go back to Sora as the main character. 1, because Roxas is gone, and 2, because you finally get to dual-wield Keyblades, and it's a really awesome fight. But yeah, that opening part is very obnoxious.
They stole the word photograph. What the fuck are you talking about?
Like I said, I cannot...
You steal words!
I cannot stop anybody from bashing Kingdom Hearts, because it's a stupid series. It's a stupid series about friendship and Disney and, anime characters doing the Square Enix thing. I can't tell you you're wrong on this, but for some reason, I still like the series. Now, I will give it this. I could not even begin to tell you what the hell is happening story-wise, but I guess just as long as the game is fun, apparently that's good enough for me.
It's like, I will never give you crap for Hyperdimension Neptunia, but I will give you crap for Kingdom Hearts.
It's okay. A lot of people give me crap for Kingdom Hearts. You being the main one.
Yep. By other people, you mean just me.
Yeah. I have no friends that taunt me about Kingdom Hearts.
I don't have any friends that play Kingdom Hearts. ... Wait. Okay, now I don't.
That was my only friend, and he's gone now, and he also liked Kingdom Hearts, so who cares?
I feel better as a person for it.
All of a sudden, games are fun again. What happened?
I don't have to talk over them anymore. I can just play them. and enjoy them myself. What a wonderful feeling.
Whoa! That's kind of amazing.
All right. Well, I think we kind of strayed off topic for the Final Fantasy VII NES, so let's move on to the Game Awards, and then we'll finish with that thing that happened with the Sony and that one guy from that one company who everybody hates.
Yeah, whoever that guy is, I've never heard of him before. But
we'll get
Game
to
Awards. Game Awards. That was the thing that happened in December, and guess
Really?
what? It was just as bad as last year.
Really, I just have games that were there and my opinions on them, and then the thing that happened at the end that everybody remembers, and that's what will make the Game Awards infinitely better in my mind, even though it's pretty much just sucking off corporate sponsors and all that shit for video games, but whatever.
Oh, it is totally an organized developer gangbang. It's just like, you get into bed with the right people in the development team, and there you go, you're on the Game Awards.
Although, if I could ever give a person a 7 out of 10, I would give Jeff Keighley a 7 out of 10, because even though he's like the face of corporate video game industry or whatever, I still like him. He's still a really good guy who genuinely cares about what he does.
Yeah, him and Adam Sessler, I think, are the two most tolerable people in video games.
I can't fucking stand that guy.
All right, then. Moving on, I guess.
Really can't stand that guy. My God, can you be any more full of yourself? Holy shit.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, God.
All I have here are the awards. So, you know more about the game side, so why don't you lead us into this?
All right. I don't know if this is a complete list or not, but these are just games that I saw that were there, and here's what I'm thinking of them. So we'll start with Far Cry Primal.
Whoa.
Neat. I actually think that's kind of neat, because we never played as a caveman before, have we? I don't think games have ever been this on this grand of scale this far back, this open of a game either. I think it could be interesting. Far Cry games are usually pretty solid games after all, so hey, I'm on board. Sure.
Did you play? You played Far Cry 3, right?
I have 3, yes.
Did you play 4?
No, because it was just like 3.
Exactly. So if you liked 3 and you're going into Primal, you're good, because I think people were starting to see how similar 3 and 4 were. So I think the general consensus is, if you didn't play 4, good. Go play Primal. That way you can reinvigorate yourself with Far Cry. And I like the concept too. I mean, how often do you get to run around as a caveman, riding on mammoths and killing things?
Every Saturday.
Well, shit. Invite me next time.
Okay. Rock Band VR.
I don't know if I like the fact that music games came back.
Yeah. I mean, I thought we all decided that they were dead. We decided as a gaming community that music games are dead. We get to decide that, not you guys. You don't decide what's dead, we do!
And then for some reason, they came back with a vengeance, and all the problems they had before they died came with them.
And there's even more problems now!
I don't know how. I was completely behind harmonics back when Rock Band was new, because I didn't really like Guitar Hero, but I liked the idea of Rock Band. And seeing this new Rock Band show up with so many problems, how could you let that happen? I feel kind of betrayed.
Yeah, I have really no interest in the new music games, because I can't bring over my old music from my 360, clearly, to my PS4. So, I mean, yeah.
Did you hear one of the really bad things about Rock Band, that it was just as the game was shipping?
Oh, I haven't heard, no, because I really didn't know that it shipped yet. I mean, back when it did ship.
Yeah, it's all of a sudden the game came out, but what was really funny is I was reading Amazon reviews, and one of the reviews said, yeah, I'm sending my copy of PS4 Rock Band back, because when I opened up the box, it had the Xbox One controllers in it.
Oh, Jesus, really?
How the fuck do you do... the box had PS4 logos all over it. Inside were Xbox One instruments.
That to me shows that you really don't care about what you're putting out there now.
Oh, Harmonix, you fell. You used to be my music guys, and now you're terrible. What happened?
It's shameful. Well, alright, let's move on. Psychonauts 2!
Hooray! Still haven't played the first one. Have to get on that.
First one's really
Is it
funny.
on Steam?
Yeah, it is. First one's really funny. I haven't beat it yet. Kind of want to. Probably should.
Well, shit, if it's on Steam, might have to go in and put it on my wish list right now.
Oh, it's great. It's a great game. It's awesome. By the way, if you haven't played Psychonauts yet, you listening at home, go and do it right now. Stop this podcast. Pause this podcast and go to Steam.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. This is not a paid advertisement. Go get Psychonauts right now.
Of course it's not paid. Tim Schafer gets all the money.
That's true.
All right. Where the water tastes like wine.
What the hell is that?
That is some weird Norwegian art game. The graphics look like those old 18th century frontier pictures you usually see. It's like all in oil paints and all that. It looks pretty interesting, but the problem is, it looks pretentious as fuck.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's like it looks fun to look at, but playing it, I would be just absolutely put off. You know how snobbish I can be sometimes.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Sometimes.
Hey, can I interrupt you for a second?
Go.
For those of you listening to this podcast, it will be up before this date, so no worries about it. I'm looking at Psychonauts right now, and I'm sorry. Dude, this is going to break my bank. It is currently 99 cents until January 4th.
99 cents?
99 cents. It is 90% off right now. Gonna go ahead and purchase that during this podcast.
Enjoy. Fucking enjoy, dude. Go for it, dude.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome, man. Don't forget.
God, you are such a.
Don't forget to play the other game I got you for Christmas too. Don't forget to play that one too. You know, okay?
No, of course not. I try out every game I get on Steam. I've been doing a lot of PC gaming this year.
Yeah, because this is where everything is still sacred. I can dig my own little hole with my own games and be like, this is where I'm safe. with the civilizations and my part of Dota 2 that I haven't played, and all my visual novels that I have just gathered up to, like, this is my little piece of heaven.
This is for me.
Away from the storefront with all of its simulators and its garbage fucking games.
Which is hilarious because that's where they like reign supreme, is here on Steam.
There should be like a name for for us types of people, the ones that only get the occasional game here and there. But when Gabe Newell sounds the horn of the Steam sale, Steam sale, we all rise from the underground. Steam sale, Steam sale, Steam sale. We all start running for the.
Just like a bunch of birds just looking for the sounds coming out. It's like Steam sale,
Steam sale,
Steam sale, Steam sale, Steam sale.
All right, well, let's move on.
That is a great idea. Somebody animate that.
All right, let's move on. Shadow Complex Remaster.
Seriously?
Yep.
I barely even finished the first well, this is the same Shadow Complex. I barely finished it because I got lost.
I didn't care much for Shadow Complex. It just didn't grab me. I mean, if you like it, fine.
It was,
but I just.
It was all right because I got it discounted, but that's about it.
Well, there you go. Rocket League for Xbone.
Is it only? No, it's on PC.
It's on PC and
as
PS.
well,
it's on PC and PS4. And I gotta say, hey, people on Xbox One, have fun. It's a really good game. You'll have fun doing it.
Okay.
Star Citizen. Some sci-fi game. Looks alright.
Okay.
Quantum Break. Some other game. I don't know.
Isn't that Xbox One exclusive?
I guess. I don't. That's why I didn't care for it, I guess.
Yeah, that's my description for it. It's that one Xbox One exclusive game. Yeah, you could probably skip it.
What was it, Quantum Leap or something? Whatever. Telltale Batman.
That's going to be interesting.
I'm always on board with what Telltale does. I think they can do no wrong. They handle licenses really well because they tell tales about the license, and they do pretty well.
Yeah, just as long as they don't have Jurassic Park, I think we're going to be good. So I think that was the one license they really bombed on, according to everybody else, because me personally, I haven't played Jurassic Park.
Well, hey, can't always be perfect. Sometimes you just fumble some licenses, and hey, Jurassic Park games have never been good on PC, except when they're on, like, those sim games. So,
You're right.
We got some DLC. Rise of the Tomb Raider DLC. Who the fuck cares? Mortal Kombat X DLC with Leatherface.
Can I tell you about that?
Okay. Why not include Nosferatu as DLC then, huh? Bring all the big baddies back. The Wolfman, fucking Frankenstein, Count Chocula.
Can I tell you about Mortal Kombat X?
I heard you picked it up.
Yeah, I picked it up. It's a good fighting game. I really like my 2D fighters, and I'm a big fan of the newer generation of Mortal Kombat because I think they really made the system work. But let me tell you about the DLC.
Oh, do tell.
First of all, you can buy Easy Fatalities, which is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard of in a Mortal Kombat game. So that's beside the point.
So how many did you buy?
No, that's just Warner Brothers trying to make a quick buck, and the sad thing is people actually fell for it.
Gross.
But no, it's about the characters. The special characters that you can buy. I love all the extra characters they added. What I don't like is the price.
Ooh.
So I did some simple dirty math in my head. If you want to buy the characters and they had like special bundle packs. Like if you buy the character in the bundle, you can get special costumes for the other characters. They had themes going on. So if you get Jason, you can get some classic costumes for specific characters who act like serial killers. So all of them. Then you got the Predator and so on and so forth. But each of those packs was like $8.99. 4 characters plus $8.99. That's enough to buy a whole separate game. And then, they said, oh, well, you can get the season pass for $30. I'm going, for 4 characters? I don't care about the extra shit. I just want the characters. So how much is the character individually? Guess how much? Because all I really want is Jason.
$5.
More?
$7.
Yeah. Last time I checked, and it could have changed by then, but $7 to press X to Jason.
Well, fuck all that. I'll just wait for the complete edition that'll come next year.
I'm going to be mad if it happens. I forgot Mortal Kombat X came out this year.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I should have waited, but I got it at a hell of a discount. It's Black Friday and all that good stuff, so... No, it wasn't. No, it was Christmas sale. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christmas sale.
I almost got it myself, but I knew that there was going to be a complete edition next year, so I said, well, fuck it then.
Anyway.
I got one more topic left, because that about does it for the Game Awards. Overall, not bad.
Oh, that was it?
Well, except for that one thing at the end.
I believe it went a little something like this. We have an award for Mr. Hideo Kojima, but unfortunately, Konami has said that he is not allowed to attend the Game Awards, to which the entire audience booed.
Boo. Boo. And it was glorious.
Oh, it got loud, too. Nobody was happy about that.
Music to my ears. That is the sound of Konami's stocks dropping, and that is the sound of lost respect. That is the sound of lost dollars for fucking Konami.
I am really glad that got called out. Because if it wasn't, nobody would have known.
Again, Jeff Keighley, thank you for that. Thank you for that. That was a good move on your part. And massive kudos to you. I will always have infinite respect for you, because even though you're up there with the big wigs and doing all the sponsored stuff, at least you have a decent amount of respect for us as gamers. So thank you for that, at least.
Yeah, that was kind of awesome. I missed that, and all I saw was Twitter exploding. So then, of course, I had to see it for myself, and I was like, oh my god.
But there is a happy ending to all of this. A happy ending that will lead to a new beginning.
Now, this is something I did not see coming, but I am oh so happy it did.
This is the best possible outcome. This is the best possible thing that could happen to him.
I would agree. So for those of you who didn't know...
How could you not?
Very recently... Yeah, very mid-December, on the 16th, Kojima Productions is now something new that has been started between Kojima himself and Sony, an exclusive partnership.
Not only that, but it's still called Kojima Productions. He's got a brand new sexy logo. And not only that... this is a team made of him and several other former Kojima Production members. So Yoji Shinkawa's on board, and some other people are on board. So it's pretty much just Kojima saying, fuck you to Konami. I'm going to destroy you now. Yeah,
this is because Kojima's had a very long and respectable history with Sony products. So just the fact that they're partnering up, they're all really buddy-buddy now. They're probably going to give him any and all resources, full reins to do whatever the fuck he wants.
Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Look at that video where he's announcing his new studio. Look at the guy on the right. He just can't stop smiling over at him. He's like, oh gosh. Oh jeez. It's really him. He's here. We're gonna make so much fucking money.
God, this just made me realize how much ass Sony kicked this year.
Yeah, they did.
You had E3 earlier on in the year, and now you got this.
Yeah, they did. They did. They really did.
So good job, Sony. My God, how are you gonna top yourself next year?
Oh man, I would shit my pants so hard if this was going to be PT or something.
Well, the only thing Kojima has to do, and this is kind of the sour part of this whole thing, he has to remake the Fox engine and give it a new name.
Well, you can make it better.
Other than that, he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, I mean, Sony does great things with their first-party exclusives. They go the extra mile most of the time. Most of the time, anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it was most of the time. So just the fact that they now have a creative force that they know they can help out in any way they can, they're going to. Like, if Kojima says he needs something, chances are Sony's going to immediately come running and say, what else can we get you? So here's to future prospects. This is going to be amazing.
It's the end of one of the rockiest periods in gaming history, with so much distrust, so much backstabbing, and so much misinformation being slung back and forth, and glad it's all over and we can look to the future with, hopefully, brighter pastures.
And no more Konami, because now literally nobody cares.
Nobody gives a shit. I mean, do people who even play Pro Evolution Soccer even care anymore?
Well, probably not, because it's a soccer game and nobody cares about those. That was my brand of burn. Be sure to grab some ointment for that.
I like soccer. It's fun. It's fun to play and fun to watch.
I'm sorry I hurt your feelings.
But Konami didn't make it fun to play!
Certainly not. So, a beginning of a new era, end of an old, terrible era. We got good stuff coming in 2016.
Well, we got one more little bit of 2015 left to shake up before we go into 2016 pure and fresh and clean. But to do so, we're going to have to dedicate another episode to this, so that's coming next.
That is coming next. Did you want to do Q&A now, or?
Nah, we'll do it at the end of the next one.
End of the next one? All right. So tune in for the next one whenever I post it to see our best and worst of 2015.
It's sure to be some lists.
It's going to be some lists. I mean, it's not like other people are doing lists just like this, but you'll also get to see our different taste in games, which has drastically changed over the years.
No kidding. We used to have so many similarities. Now I'm pretty sure we're going to have nothing alike for top or bottom.
Now I just own a bunch of shit. while you own high-class games, I just own a bunch of shit.
Yeah, high-class games, uh-huh. What did I play this afternoon? Good night, everybody.